What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Peace and love to you guys, man. As you can probably see, I switched up my environment today. I'm actually at the public library in my city here in Calgary. Those of y'all that don't know me, my name is KT. I'm actually an agency owner out here in Canada, Calgary, Alberta specifically. Yeah, just felt the need to switch up my environment today and make use of the library space here. As you can see, like, it's pretty dope out here, man. It's super accessible. Anyone can book these rooms at any time. For those of you that are in Calgary, I highly encourage you to take advantage of this space here at the library. So much to take away from it. Just thought I would switch it up today, like I said, and it's cool. I think it's always important for us to switch things up and catch new vibes in the environments that we're in. So yeah, get right into it though. As you can see in the title, just want to elaborate a little bit about the new approach that I've taken in my agency. You know, what has worked, what hasn't, and some of the things that I've been able to take away thus far. Early on in my journey, I was trying to run an ad agency for e-com stores. It was a much hotter space earlier on. I kind of tried to get things going near like the end of the wave, if you will, but it didn't really work out well for me, honestly. Like, I was getting a few calls here and there, wasn't able to close any deals, which actually was the reason for my pivot. But honestly, like, I'm kind of glad, because from what I've heard, a lot of other agency owners in the e-com space who kind of just elaborate a little bit about their experience, honestly, man, like, it kind of sounds like it's just a headache. You got to remember, when you're an ad agency and you're managing ad campaigns for e-com brands, you're essentially managing their dollars, because they're the ones that are spending the money for Facebook ads or TikTok ads or whatever platform you're running the ads on, right? So you're managing their money. So there's a great responsibility that comes with that. Of course, like, just having to do daily reporting and just always following up, having like weekly meetings and things like that. So of course, like, you're charging a higher rate for these clients. There's a lot that you have to consider and a lot of responsibilities that you take on as a result. At first, I was kind of bummed out that it didn't work out, just because it was my first approach at starting an agency, and was really just hoping that it would work out well, but it didn't. But it's totally cool, because everything happens for a reason. Pivoted, and I'm now running a short form content agency. Yeah, so I just want to break down like my approach now and where I divide my time, like what my top priorities are and why, and what my plan is to really scale this thing going forward. So right now, I do have some cold email campaigns going. So I am doing cold outreach for like influencers and coaches and things of that nature, and it's been working out so far, man. Like, I've been getting some meetings, and the amount of emails that I'm sending, like, the volume isn't nearly as high as it was when I tried to get things going with the e-com agency. My strategy at that point was cold email in very high volume, because of course, like, these are e-com store owners. They are likely spending a lot of time on their computers. So I think cold outreach is going to be one of the more effective ways for me to get in touch with a lot of these business owners. You know what I mean? Although I am currently still running cold email campaigns, the volume has been cut down drastically in comparison to what I was doing before with e-com stores. I've actually changed my approach now as far as cold emails. Like, I personalize every single email. So I have like a template that I have, but then I'll write like a first line for each person that I'm reaching out to. So I'm not sending like a crazy amount of emails out per day, just because as far as the timing goes right now, it's not like the top priority. But as we continue to scale, I will definitely go ahead and increase the volume of the amount of emails that I'm sending out every day. Writing first lines, like, it takes a lot of time, man. On top of like making content and then doing outreach on other channels, it does take some time. So I don't want to try and grow too quickly. I definitely want to keep the cold outreach going, just because I've already been able to sign a couple of clients through cold outreach. So it's already been a great return on my investment pertaining to the software that I'm using. And for those of you that aren't aware of Instantly, it's definitely a great tool to check out, and I highly suggest using it. I know back in the day, Lemlist was the tool that most people were using, but Instantly is a game changer, man, simply because you can use multiple emails and multiple domains within one interface. So definitely worth checking out. Next component of my strategy has been Upwork. I've spent a lot of time on the Upwork platform, and that's where a majority of my clients thus far have come from, simply because they're warm leads. There are people who are literally putting their hands up and saying like, yo, I'm looking for someone to help me build my brand or business, and these are the services that I need. This is the budget that I have. Let's see what we can make happen. So Upwork has been a solid platform for me, man. You have to be very strategic even on Upwork, because there are so many job postings on there, and a lot of people who are looking for the services that you may be offering, but might have like a budget that's like far too low. Like I said, I'm running a short form content agency. You just got to do a really good job at like filtering out the people that are just lowballing, essentially. Like, I see it all the time where people are looking to pay like 50 cents to $1 per video. Kind of a joke, in my opinion. It might be a bit of a stretch for me to say that it's a joke, because maybe that price reflects the quality that they're looking for. Whereas the type of quality of content that I'm offering like exceeds that drastically. That obviously has a lot to do with my perception of it being like a lowball offer, so to speak. So cold email and Upwork has been huge pertaining to the strategy that I currently have in place and the new approach that I've taken on within the agency. And then of course, last but not least, content creation. So if I'm out here running a short form content agency, I think it's very important that I demonstrate whatever it is I'm selling. If I'm out here, making this pitch that I can help you scale your personal brand and get your business off of the ground with short form content, I think it's highly valuable and strategic to be able to demonstrate whatever it is that I'm selling. Always ensuring that I'm shooting content weekly, always ensuring that I'm trimming down my long form videos and cutting them down into clips that can then be repurposed as short form content. As you can probably see on my channel already, just ensuring that I stay up to date with that. And yeah, so at this point, I really do feel as if I have a very clear game plan in place. Whereas before, like I knew that I wanted to start an agency and I knew that I wanted to essentially build a network where I have people that have a problem, and then on the other side, I have a team in place that has the skill sets needed to fulfill the services that the people with the problem have. So people with a problem and then the problem solvers, and then connect the dots, right? But I didn't have a clear idea as far as like who my target audience was gonna be, like my specific niche and how I was gonna go about it. Whereas now, like I feel like I have a very clear sense of direction and I know exactly how I need to execute in order to get to the next level and scale. For anyone that's out there who's looking to start an agency, everything isn't gonna be extremely clear from the beginning. You kind of gotta just take steps forward even if you don't know where you're going, because as you continue to proceed on this journey, things just become a lot clearer as you go. Don't look into it too much if you don't know exactly where you're going right from the get-go. Just take your time, be patient with it. I just really wanted to make this video just to communicate the strategy that I have in place for my agency, how it's been going for me thus far. And since I've reconstructed the offer and really reassessed the approach that I wanted to take, it's been going a lot smoother, man. Yeah, I'm just excited to keep it going and continuing to document it. I don't know, man, maybe I will take advantage of this space more often, you know what I mean? I know usually most of my content is just at my crib, at the desk that I share with my girl. It's nice to just like kind of get out, be in a different environment. That being said, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. This one's probably a little quicker than most of my other videos. Yeah, man, if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. And of course, drop a like on the video. Y'all already know what that does for the algorithm. Yeah, man, much love to you guys. And I will catch you guys in the next one, man. It's KT.